Hello, everybody. Happy December. I cannot believe it's already December. Like, what happened to November? All right, so grab a piece of paper. This is going to be a short, powerful, impactful training. This is about how to maximize your December while you're weaving in fun, doing stuff with the family, enjoying all the parts that you enjoy about the holiday season and still have your business have a positive impact. Okay, so grab a piece of paper. I'm going to run through this list real quick and hopefully jot some things down, and then feel free to type in the chat section if you're watching this live. Otherwise, just reach out to me. So the first thing I will tell you is weave Mary Kay into your life the whole month. Like literally figure out how you're going to incorporate Mary Kay into doing things. Okay. And a couple of the ideas I'm going to share with you are real obvious on how to do that, but just weave it in rather than say, well, I'm just going to do Mary Kay this day. Literally just weave it into your life, right? And have fun. You guys have fun. There's so much stress and so much pressure during the holidays, whether you are surrounded by loved ones or maybe you're not, maybe you're by yourself. You know what? Just take every day and make it a fun day. All right. And know that you can impact. So there's a couple things I want you to be looking for. Number one is Star Consultant. It doesn't matter if you only have 225 in for your star. If you really, really, really want to finish your star, I absolutely know that you can. It's a matter of knowing exactly how much you have in, knowing the deadline, which is December 15th, and wrapping your head around how am I going to get from where I am today to where I need to be on December 15th. So the minimum star is 1,800. So how much do you have in? You should know to the dollar exactly how much you have in. And if you don't, shoot me a text as soon as you're done watching this, and I will let you know exactly where to find that information. Okay, so Star Consultant is one, deadline is December 15th. The second thing is when you're out and about, have fun. Weave Mary Kay in. So here's some ideas. Get a Santa hat. Literally, you can get these at Michael's. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. You can get them maybe even at the dollar store. They have them. Get a fun Santa hat. I know you think this is crazy. And wear it when you're out running around. Are you branding yourself? Do you have a Mary Kay t-shirt on or a Mary Kay sweatshirt you can wear? Do you have samples with you? You could be doing things like going to the Dollar Tree and you get like, I think it's like 20 candy canes for $1, obviously. And then you can attach, now this was one I already had made. Normally I wouldn't put a piece of candy in with a candy cane. I would just attach, I wouldn't even put it in a cello bag. I just made this really quick, but you could attach to a candy cane your business card and a sample. So you could literally take a piece of packing tape and put charcoal mask with your business card and then punch a hole in the business card, not the charcoal mask. And string it through with a candy cane. This is something you could have your kids do. Give your kids, like 50 candy canes, 50 business cards, 50 charcoal masks, and some little pieces of packing tape or scotch tape, and have them make these for you. Have them assemble. Make sure they punch holes in the card, not the charcoal mask, and have them make these for you. And then you just put them in like a bag that you can just keep with you. Keep them in your car. And every time I go into a store, I'll grab 3 or 4 or 4 or 5. I'll go into the grocery store. I'll go into Marshall's, like where I went yesterday. I went to DSW yesterday. So like take them when you're out and about. Now, when you take these, remember, you want to be able to get their information. So what are you carrying that's going to be able to allow you to do that? Sometimes you can't get their information. It's like, have a wonderful day. Here's the Mary Kay sample. But when you strike up a conversation, that would be the goal, would be to get their contact info. So if you have 2-part cards, you can have them fill out the other half of your card. If you don't have 2-part cards, have either a skincare survey, something that you could have them jot down their contact info, or Carrie, I got this tip from another Mary Kay sales director. She got a little book like this, like the Dollar Tree. It's just a little baby spiral book. Okay. And she carries it with her. And she says, oh my goodness. She goes, hold on one second. And she'll write down on here like Hobby Lobby, and she'll put like beautiful brown eyes and says, would you mind putting your name and number here? And I'll text you an invitation to my New Year kickoff, or I'll send you this, or I'll whatever. And so you literally will have her put her name, her info on here after you maybe write like beautiful brown eyes or gorgeous red hair or adorable daughter. It's okay for her to see that, right? So you would then have her fill this out or just put her name and number on here. So this is an option if you don't have 2-part cards, but this is something that you could do. So just when you're out and about, wear samples, wear a Santa hat, have samples, wear a Mary Kay t-shirt or sweatshirt, branding yourself, carrying candy canes, anything like that. Okay. The next thing is, do you have the holiday e-catalog in your phone ready to text out? Do you already have it, that link saved to your phone? I would get the holiday catalog off of your personal website, because then it automatically throws them onto your website. So you can get the holiday lookbook And the reason I like the holiday lookbook, honestly, is because it's super colorful. The cover is very festive. It's fun for people to flip through. So do you have the digital holiday lookbook on your phone ready to send out? Okay. The next thing is an out and about thing. So what if you decorated the trunk of your car? Now here's how I do that is I take Mary Kay inventory boxes and I take a utility knife and I just cut, like if the box is this deep, right? I cut it all the way around. So I have two skinny halves and I put those skinny halves in my trunk of my car. And I usually can put 3 in the trunk of my car. And then I throw a big piece of black fabric. So a big black tablecloth on top of the boxes. And so what that allows me to do is it allows me to make little nestings. Now behind there, behind the black curtain, I have all my grocery bags, my boxes of Kleenex, my first aid kit, like all the stuff, all the junk you have in your trunk, right? Because I realize we have a life, right? You have to have place for groceries and stuff. But I have in my car 3 boxes that are in the front of the, this maybe not making sense, in the front of the trunk. And I throw black fabric on those. And then the fabric extends into the back of the trunk to hide all the other junk in my trunk. All right. So what do I do is in one box, the box to the far right, everything's under 20. So I have in there like Mint Bliss with the socks. I have in there micellar water. I have oil-free eye makeup remover. I have all kinds of things that the $10 lip balm. I have, I'm just looking at what's in my thing right here. Oh, hand creams with tea towels, hand creams in a mug. So everything in that front box on the right for me is everything under 20. Okay. The next box is everything that's 20 to 50. So I have in there things like satin hand sets, the beauty box. I have satin lips because that's 22. So I have those kinds of things that are in that price point of 20 to 50. The mini masking sets, I also have this in the under 20 box, these as well. And if you partner this with like a washcloth or something that you spend a couple dollars on, then maybe you mark it up to 20. All right. I don't want to get bogged down with that. Then the last box for me is the over 50. So I have in there like 2 or 3 12 days of faves. I have a complete brush set. I have a sonic brush. I have a couple things that are a little bit more higher end. And so when you go out and about with this, you want to have a money bag with cash in it. You want to have probably about $40 of cash that are like 5s, maybe 110, a couple 5s, a bunch of 1s, and then a pen. Now, here's the other thing I learned is that when I'm popping in, I don't always have time to add them to my app and do a detailed receipt. So I do things, you guys are going to totally laugh at me. Like I go like this. So I went to a gal's office yesterday and she was like, I want one of these. I want one of these. I want one of these. And I'm just literally writing down all of these things. I got her name and all her contact info. And then she said, well, here's my credit card. She hands me her credit card. I write all that down. And then I sat in my car and created an invoice on the Mary Kay app and sent it to her. Now, if you're quicker than I am, which you might probably be, you can literally do an invoice for her right there while you're standing there. Just have her punch in her personal information. That might even be easier. I knew this woman, so it was easy. Same thing with all these people. These people all came with me and did, ordered stuff. So anyway, all right, so you could have your trunk decorated. Now, when you do your trunk decorated, you might want to come up with some fun names. You could have it be something like Winter Wonderland on Wheels, or it could be Holiday Drive-By. So let's say you're calling a customer, I'll just pick a client, Shannon, and you say to Shannon, Shannon, I'm going to be in your area tomorrow, and I'd love to do a Winter Wonderland on Wheels, or I'd love to do a Holiday Drive-By. And she goes, what's that? Say, oh my gosh, I just pop in for 10 minutes and I just show you all the fun. I have like a Santa's workshop exploded in my car. So I have all this super cute, amazingly decorated things, and it's going to be amazing. And I'm super excited. I'd love to show you what I have. Is there anything else that you want me to bring? And she'll say, yeah, actually, I'm out of my cleanser. And I said, great, I'll bring your cleanser. And then what's a good time for me to pop by? And she'll say, come during my lunch between 12:30 and 1:30. And I said, great. If you bring at least 2 people down from your office, I have a free gift for you. Now, what I did is I pre-wrapped a whole bunch of these really cute limited edition lip glosses that I had. And I just had these cute little knit hats. And so I wrapped up 5 or 6 of these. So if she brings at least 2 people down from her office, I'm going to give her a gift. Whether they buy something or not, it doesn't matter. My goal is to just have people down there. Then I also took, again, either something that the people can fill out. So if she brings 2 people from her office, I don't want them to go back to the office and have me not be able to contact them, right? So I'm going to have something that if anybody comes down from the office, they can fill that out. So I get their name and number. So when you have these holiday drive-bys or Winter Wonderland on Wheels, where you could just say, oh my gosh, I've got rolling Winter Wonderland or whatever you want to call it. All right. So you could reach out to current customers and say, hey, I'm going to be in your area on Friday. Is there anything you need? I'd love to pop open my winter wonderland and show it to you. I would love to do a holiday drive-by. I think the holiday drive-by sounds super cute. So think about where your customers are, but also think about where else could you go? So if you know anybody who's working, which some of your customers work, you could go in and do a customer appreciation. So what I'm thinking is, who do you know who works in a restaurant or a store that you could get your foot in the door? So if it's, let's say it's a little dress boutique, or there's like a really cute little home boutique here in my town. And so I went in there yesterday, didn't know the lady, took her a goodie bag of some samples, and I introduced myself as being, new to the area after a year. And anyway, I said, do you do any customer appreciation? She goes, well, I actually have a couple days in December that I'm going to honor people. And I said, I would love to hand out some free samples in your store by the door just to greet people. I'm not here to sell anything. It's all about customer appreciation. And she goes, really? And I said, oh yeah, I don't charge for the samples. I do this as a give back. I said, I'll tie candy canes to all the gifts or to all the samples. I'll do like these kind of things. And I said, I'll make up to 50 for any store just as a way to give back for the holidays. And she goes, oh my gosh, well, if you could come Saturday morning, that would be great. So a week from Saturday, I'm going to go down there and for a couple hours in the morning, hand out little goodie bags. I said, I'm happy to open the door and let people in and out, greet them. I said, I just do this for local small business. And she's like, okay, that sounds amazing. So again, you get your foot in the door. If you know anybody who owns a retail place, if it's a local coffee house, a local restaurant, they'll let you do that. They love having you come in and hand samples. You're not there to sell anything. You're there for more like PR, but you'll meet amazing people. Make sure you're branded. Either wear your black beauty coat, get a Mary Kay t-shirt. If you haven't won a t-shirt, call me and let me know, and I'll figure out a way to get a t-shirt. So you could go to stores and restaurants and do customer appreciation. You could also, who do you know who works at a hotel? Whether they are in management, they're on the waitress staff, maybe they're housekeeping staff, whatever. Who do you know who works in a dental office? Or maybe your dentist, the doctor's office. What about a mortgage office? What about a real estate office? Keep writing these down. Banks and any care facilities. So I approached a gal she has an independent senior care agency. So her company is trying to keep seniors to stay home. So they have a staff of 27 caregivers. And they work at all ranges from full-time to a couple hours a week. So I said to this gal, I said, Ruth, are you doing anything for staff appreciation? She goes, we actually are this year for the first time in a few years because it's been so stressful with COVID. We're actually going to do a holiday luncheon the week before Christmas. And I said, I would love to come during your holiday luncheon and set up a little side table where I can do give some things away. And she said, really? I said, well, what I'd like to do is do a staff pampering where I do satin hands, satin lips, and the mint bliss. And I will tell you from learning the hard way, you start with the mint bliss, okay? And then you have them, because I did learn this, and then you have them do satin hands and then satin lips last, because otherwise they leave and they've got mint bliss all over their hands and it doesn't go on as well once they've done satin hands. So anyway, but I did this last year to a nursing care facility, and they had me come in. They gave me a table that was like 2 feet by 4 feet. And I just had satin hands, mint bliss, and I had little itty bitty like paper plates cut into little quarters so that I could just put each person's satin lips on there. And then I just hand dispense the satin hand things. And I got probably at least 21 leads because I gave something away. I had a drawing. I said, by the way, no obligation, but if you want to enter the drawing, I said, you can just put your name on here and I'm going to draw a winner that somebody's going to win a full size set of satin hands. And I said, but please check all that apply. So on my little cards for my business cards, it says interested in a complimentary facial, interested in skincare, interested in makeup. And a lot of them like check boxes, So then once I did the drawing and gave away one set of satin hands, I still had over 20 leads to follow up with. So if you go to a place, you're not there to sell anything, but a lot of people ended up ordering from me. So again, banks, care facilities, dental offices, doctor's offices, mortgage, real estate. Mortgage and real estate people did phenomenal this last year. They're a great place for staff appreciation, hotels as well. And then of course, restaurants and stores want to appreciate people. Could be a little dress shop, could be a quinceañera, could be a bridal shop, could be a kids clothing store, which would be great because you could meet lots of moms. And then the last thing I want to share with you guys is the impulse basket. Now my impulse basket is quite full because I just refilled it. It's almost so full you can almost not carry this, but it's pretty big. Okay, I'm just going to hold this up a little bit. It just has a handle on it with some bows. And what's in here? Well, I have everything from several oil-free eye makeup removers. It says Lash Shampoo. Then of course I've got hand sanitizers done. These are called sanitizers. But everything in here is wrapped. So these are this is the face sheet masks. And then I have things like the double, the masking minis. And these are just little headbands that I bought off Amazon. So I just took these cost me like $1.50, the little fuzzy headbands, and I just wrapped it around, like twisted it around. This is the mini masking set. So I have several of those. I have, of course, several of these, all different socks from previous years and current years. So I have a whole bunch of these. What else do I have in here? Oh, peppermint patches. So I sold 2 of these yesterday. The gal goes, I want one for me, one for my sister. These are hydrogel eye patches. So everything in here ranges. And then of course, some people don't like the snowman cutesy socks. So I did them classy cute for the people who don't want a snowman. So things in here range from as little as 8 to as much as 40. And everything is 40 and under. Everything in this impulse basket is 40. Now, this has like 1 or 2 of a whole bunch of things. And so what I will do is I will have backup in my car. So in the back seat where I can throw a black tablecloth over it so nobody can see when they look at my car, I will have multiples. I might have a dozen Mint Bliss with socks. I might have 10 peppermint patches done up. I might have a whole bunch of these done. And so I only take like 1 or 2 of everything in here, and then the rest is back up in the car. And I will tell you, when you walk in, I don't leave my basket anywhere. I walked into a business meeting yesterday and they go, what's with the basket? And I said, because I was there as a guest, so I wasn't there to promote. I mean, you know what I mean? I was invited as a guest. So I walked in, I said, oh, I can't leave this in my car. I said, someone will break my car window and steal it. And they go, oh yeah, what's in the basket? And I said, oh, it's impulse gifts. It's for everybody that you want to have a little extra tuck in stocking stuffer, something special for the lady next door, or somebody who's done something special for you this year. And they're like, oh, what do you have? And so it created this conversation. But again, they're all clustering around my basket. I want to get names and numbers. So I might say, well, actually by tonight, I'm going to text one person a satin handset, or one person a Mint Bliss with the free socks. So if you want to enter, just put your name and number on here and I'll just text the winner tonight. And you can do whatever you want. You can also give everyone who looks in your basket a sample of some sort. So these are just some ideas. I hope you guys got some great ideas, but December is one of those months that you really need to have strategy, because there are so many things going on between family, community. If you volunteer, you might have family coming in town. There's just a lot of stuff going on. And so you just want to make sure that you're being proactive. If you've got a basket done, and gang, you don't have to stay up and wrap all this stuff. Just wrap like one of everything, not one of everything, wrap like 10 things that you can do at 8 p.m. Have somebody come help you, get a little Santa hat, get out there, because people right now spread cheer. People need a reason to smile. And if your sample and your compliment brings them joy and makes them happy, then it's a great day, right? It makes them feel special. So please reach out to me, text me as soon as you listen to this. The first 10 people who text me, I'm going to send something to them in the mail. So let me know, and then let me know what ideas you're going to incorporate. Are you going to decorate the trunk? Are you going to do holiday drive-bys? Are you going to do impulse basket? Are you going to go reach out to? I'm really going to reach out to some of my local restaurants here in the little town that I live in, and see if I can go and do some customer appreciation, and same thing with the stores. And I know tons of people in the mortgage industry and real estate. So if you guys just set up 4 or 5 of those, men are starting to buy about the 10th. Women are looking for stock. Women are done by the 10th for the most part. Not all women, some women. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and please make December blessed. And Star Consultant, this is a time to get really laser focused, know exactly how much you have in and what you need to finish. All right, you guys, take care.